Hello, Kathleen of Masters of Marketplace here with another training video to help you sell on Amazon. So today we're going to talk about your product profit margins on Amazon. I have a lot of people that come to me that say, I'm selling and selling and selling. I'm getting all these sales on Amazon, but at the end of the day, I'm not actually making any money because Amazon is taking all of these fees. And they keep dinging me with fees here and fees there. And so I'm here to run through this really awesome profit calculator. Now, it's not going to give you every single tiny little fee, but it's really great, more of a high level of what is your price, what is your cost, what are the fees you can expect from Amazon, and what should your target profit margin be. So let's go ahead and dive into how to figure out your product pricing profit margins on your Amazon sales channel. All right, so here we go. You can see this nice little spreadsheet that we have that we've created here at Masters of Marketplace. We've launched over 100 different brands on Amazon, so we really do understand what do the fees look like, especially at a high level when we're deciding, is selling on Amazon a good idea for my business? Is this going to be a profitable sales channel? And should I take the time, the money, the energy, and launch my brand on Amazon? I'll say you probably should, but if you're not quite sure, go and visit mastersofmarketplace.com/sell on Amazon. It's a completely free video training with a downloadable 7-step roadmap, right? So it'll qualify you to make sure that your products and your business is in the right place to launch on Amazon. And then I'm going to take you through the 7-step roadmap that we have perfected here. We've done it over and over hundreds of different times that will take you from start to finish and just really help to weed out all of those questions of, should I do this? Should I do that? And lots of different roadblocks. And we've basically seen it all. So check out that resource. There's a link below so that you can download that for free. And that's going to help you get that roadmap set up so that you can launch your brand on Amazon. I highly, highly recommend that you do that. But something that's really important is you need to make sure that your products are going to bring in money, right? And it sounds silly when I say that out loud, but you really would be surprised at the amount of businesses who have set up a shop on Amazon and they're not making any money, right? Because they don't understand how this all works. And that's okay. That's why I'm here. I'm here to show you that. So this template is completely downloadable. I will make sure to put the link below, but it's going to be at mastersofmarketplace.com/pricing spreadsheet. And you'll be able to download this for completely free and fill it out, copy it, fill it out, and use it for your own products. So let's run through this. What I did up here was there's a couple different links in here just to help you out, right? So one that's really, really important is the selling on Amazon fee schedule. And these are all links directly from Amazon. So I want to just make sure that you understand your monthly subscription fee, right, is going to be $39.99 per month. The individual selling plan is no subscription fee, but you're not going to want that. You can't actually create new product listings. You have to have the professional seller account. No question about that. But that's the biggest thing is, your $40 a month fee, and then you will have rates based on the category that you are in. So your referral fee percentage, again, you can find this here depending on what your category is. A lot of it is going to be that 15%, but you do see some are 8%, right? Some are mostly 8, mostly 15. We've got a couple of 12. Clothing and accessories is a really big one to note, and that's at 17%. So make sure that you're accounting for that, and you can go through this and figure out what category are you in order to find your percentage to then go put it back in the spreadsheet. Here's another really great resource that I linked to in that the FBA fees, basically all listed out here. And what this is when you get your inventory, you send it over to Amazon, and they are then going to ship out onesies and twosies orders to your customers so that you don't have to. I highly, highly recommend you do this. You can ship out of your own warehouse or use a 3PL. I you should definitely be doing that. But you need to have the Amazon Prime badge if you want to compete and really make this a good, robust sales channel for your business and your brand. So here are the fulfillment by Amazon fees, right? So this is really depending on your size, right? It depends on how big is your item, how much does it weigh, and then Amazon's going to give you a price on your fulfillment fee per unit. So the really important thing is to look at how big is your item, right? How big is it and how much does it weigh? And that's going to determine what are Amazon's fulfillment fees per unit. So again, look at your item and here's where you can pull that information for the spreadsheet. The other resource that I've linked to up here is the FBA revenue calculator. Here's where if you are already selling on Amazon, you can take your ASIN or you can look at a competitor. You could look at a similar, product and put that in here, estimate your package dimensions, your weight, your category, and then Amazon is going to spit out your fee estimate with that breakdown. So I've linked to all of these in the spreadsheet. Go ahead and you can download the spreadsheet and you'll have all these available right at your fingertips. So just a quick run through of what does all of this mean, right? So the first thing here is your product, right? We obviously want to put a product in here. And so what I've done is I've taken an example over here. I am just like obsessed with office supplies. I've always wanted to launch an office supply business. And so I've done a ton of product research on these desk organizers and things like that. So I'm going to use this as my example. I do not have an office supply business, maybe someday, but these are really great items because they tend to be good margin. Some can be big and bulky, but they're also lightweight. So I'm going to take this particular item, right? And so, and I'll run you through with an example. So the desktop file organizer with pen holder, great. Here's our price, $32.99. So I'm going to go over back to my spreadsheet here, and I'm going to call this, okay, here's my desk organizer, and you can go ahead and insert your product link here. I won't do that. So cost is going to be, what does this item cost for you to manufacture, right? And then your price is going to help determine, okay, is that the right price for my Amazon sales channel, right? So this particular item is $32.99. Let's estimate, maybe $5.50, maybe it costs like $6. So I'll estimate $6. I don't really know. So then our Amazon fee. So we're going to look in office supplies. And I do know, like I said, I've done a whole bunch of research. So I do know that office supplies are 15%. So I'm going to leave that 15% there. Now, if you're selling clothing, you're going to want to change this calculation to 17% to account for that, right? If you're in grocery, you're going to want to change that to 8%. Right? And you can just go ahead and put this in here, 0.8. So whatever your fee is, and like I said, I have 15 in here just because it's pretty standard, but you'll want to go ahead and update that. So Amazon's going to take $4.95 from every single sale that I get on this item, right? Now your shipping to Amazon estimate, this is if you're using FBA, fulfillment by Amazon. What the calculation we have in here is 1% of the price. This is an estimate. This is something you can absolutely go figure out, but we just estimate it with 1%. Gives us a little bit of wiggle room there. Maybe it costs 33 cents, maybe it costs $1. I don't know. That is really, up to you to figure out, but you do want to factor that in because it is a cost. Now this next one is marketing. And what you can do in this column is you can put a percentage. So your marketing percentage can be, are you going to do a 10% off coupon code? And there's your 10% marketing fee. Are you going to plan to run ads on the Amazon platform with a goal of having your marketing costs be 10%, 25%. So this is really good if you're looking at doing a pricing promotion so you can see what your margin goes to, or going in and seeing like, okay, what is my advertising cost of sale? Is it 30%? Am I still making money, right? So that's where you can use this marketing cost. I'm going to put 15% in here because it's pretty standard. Some people do marketing, some people don't. It's really up to you. But I do want to include that in there because it's going to affect your profit margins. So then here's your actual marketing cost based on the percentage that you've allocated here. So again, there's another $4.95. So, we're already up to almost $10 in fees here. Now, our fulfillment fee, again, you want to go back over to the pricing tier, right, that I've linked over here, and you want to figure out what is my fulfillment fee going to be based on the item length, weight, dimensions, all that good stuff. So this is actually pretty accurate, this 490, because it's a little bit bigger and bulky, but it's still pretty light. So again, you go figure this out. I'm kind of just running through an example so you understand how the spreadsheet works and you can use it to the best of your ability. But that's going to be like the average fulfillment fee is this 490, right? And then I have over here, I'm going to take these out just for a second. And then I have right here in column J, is this an FBA or an FBM item? Sometimes we will do different line items for the same product, but fulfill different ways. So then we can compare, is it more cost effective to send it to Amazon for FBA, or should we be fulfilling it out of our warehouse directly? So I do have FBA because I want to use FBA for that. And then your product cost of goods just transfer over here from this column C, because that's how we set it up, because sometimes it's just easier to see it in two different places. You can feel free to delete that if you don't like it. So then at the end of the day, here is our profit margin. Our profit margin is $11.86. And that is after our cost of goods, our $6, our almost $5 for the Amazon fee, our almost $5 for the marketing fee, our almost $5 for the fulfillment fee. So we do have a lot of costs. However, the margin is still almost $12. And that is giving us a total profit margin of almost 36%. And that is awesome. Your ideal, it doesn't sound like a lot, but with all the fees Amazon has, this is actually very good. Anything over 30%, anything under 30%, we kind of want to take a look at and see, do we need to raise the price? Do we need to figure out a way to reduce costs somewhere else? Anything over 30%, you're sitting pretty good. You still have a little bit of wiggle room for like your inventory storage fees. There's going to be some other fees that pop up. You're going to get refunds, right? You're going to have to pay a couple fees here or there to to restock things from refunds, to accommodate those refunds, to maybe some inventory gets lost, things like that. So you may even want to put in like another 5% as etc. fees, whatever that may be, but your profit margin goal should be 30% or higher. And for this particular example, we are good. So this, again, is a pretty high level. It's not going to give you every single teeny tiny fee, but these are the main ones, right? Your main one is your cost to produce the actual product. What is your price, right? That's what we're basing all of the margins on. Your Amazon fee, typically 15%, 17% for clothing. Your marketing cost, is it going to be 15%? It's going to be 10%. It's going to be 0%, right? And then your fulfillment fee for Amazon. And that's going to include your shipping and handling, or your own shipping and handling through your own warehouse or your 3PL. So again, you want to try to get that profit margin to be at least 30%. And if it's not, try playing around with some of these other numbers. So I hope this has been really helpful. Again, feel free to go to mastersofmarketplace.com/pricing spreadsheet, and you'll be able to download this spreadsheet for free. Just click make a copy and save it and have at it. I really hope that it helps you understand your margins better, price your products better on Amazon, and ultimately have more success on your Amazon sales channel. Now, if you need additional support, please come visit me at Masters of Marketplace. That is where we have tons of free resources. We have training videos, we have a YouTube channel, all that fun stuff. And if you haven't launched yet and you're going through this because you're trying to figure out, should I be launching my brand on Amazon? Is my product line right for Amazon? Is my business right for Amazon? Get the free training at mastersofmarketplace.com/sell on Amazon. It's going to run you through the 4 qualifiers that we have that will help you determine, is my business a good fit for selling on Amazon, right? Based on your products, based on this pricing and profitability model, based on the internal structure of your team, your time allocation, your brand building. And then I'm also going to give you a 7-step roadmap with a downloadable PDF on how you can actually launch your brand on Amazon. As long as you check all 4 of those boxes, we want to make sure that you are launching the right products, the right brands, because not every product is right for Amazon. There's a few things that don't really jive well with the marketplace. But 95% of businesses will be a good fit for the Amazon marketplace and can find some really good success in selling on Amazon. So check that out at mastersofmarketplace.com/sell on Amazon. I hope this has been helpful, and we'll see you next time.